You are an absolute stickler for detail.
I am.
Is that the secret of Tashas?
I think it's a number of things. To define what the X factor is pretty difficult. I think it's like a good recipe without sounding cliched. Food. Without sounding cliched, it's the number of things that come together. So I think we have a beautiful environment. We've got unbelievable staff, and we invest in our staff with a lot of training. Training's a big part of what we do. We look after our people, so that warmth and hospitality has to be there. Food, we make our food on order. We use the best ingredients. Sure, we get it wrong sometimes. And then that attention to detail, I think managing to maintain that level of detail for so many years. On 15th of September this year, Tasha turned 19 years old. It is.
Hey, 19.
Thank you. Yeah, long time. Kevin would say I'm bloody slow. I've only got 38 stores.
No, but
19 years later, I'm a snail.
But your business is not made for franchise because it is so detail-oriented, because each menu is slightly different. Yeah. And then you've got different brands. How many brands in the group now?
11.
11 groups. Well,
11
we know
brands.
Tashas, but in the Middle East, there are a bunch of different brands. In London, it's Tashas.
In London, it's Tashas. In the Middle East, and we're soon opening in the Middle East, Bahrain. We signed a lease for Greece. We're busy negotiating for Spain, but we have 11 brands. We've got Tashas, Flamingo Room, 3 very big ones. Collective Africa, which is a JV partnership with Nikki Gregg of Charles Gregg, which is a retail store. We've got 4 of those. We've got Avli, a Greek restaurant, 2 award-winning bars, Galaxy Bar, Perlage, a beach restaurant, Bungalow 34, Uzeri in Cape Town. I don't know if anyone's been to the Uzeri in Cape Town. You guys must go and try it out. Amazing little restaurant. I invested in a chef of mine that used to work for me as a chef, and now we own the brand together. We're going to scale that. And I'm about to open fast casual called Nala.
How much accountancy did you do at university? None.
No.
How much administration training have you got?
No.
How did you stay solvent? Because you got expensive tastes. You will
Too expensive.
You will not compromise on the quality of the cutlery even.
Nothing, no compromise.
I mean, you'd put all gold jam in tubs for a while.
No, but I fixed it.
Have you fixed it now?
I fixed
Thank goodness. But other than the all gold jam, which is lovely jam, but not at Tashas, there is not a single compromise on any aspect of what you did.
No.
Now, that is the passion of a restaurateur. That is not the passion of a businesswoman who is going to grow a successful global franchise operation. How the hell did you stay solvent long enough to get the professional help of Famous Brands?
So I obviously do have some business savvy. Not that I don't like it. I hate process. I hate the numbers. I love all the creative.
But you, on spreadsheets, how do you do it?
No, I can do it. I just don't love it. It's just not my
but
passion.
Do you do it here or do you do it here? You do it there?
No, I have to do it there.
You have to do it there.
But look, I think I learned a lot from Famous Brands. We can't take away from that partnership. They helped from an administrative point of view. They brought in a lot of corporate governance. I didn't know what a balance sheet was. I didn't know what a business plan was. You know, I walked into a meeting, my first exco meeting, and I had my apron on, and because I'd just left Athol, and I couldn't understand why everyone was looking at me weirdly. Anyway, I sat down, everyone was with their suits, and there were abbreviations, second to none, and I left the room, and I WhatsApped Kevin. I said, thanks for inviting me. I don't understand anything, but I'll learn. So I learned a lot. And then I've surrounded myself with the right people, Bruce. I think that's key. So we've got a very strong financial, thank you.
No, but it is that. But in the beginning, it's you and you alone.
So it was
and
me and me alone,
yeah.
and my brother who's studied interior design, also had no business acumen. But yeah, I mean, somehow we managed to pull it off. We did our deal with Famous Brands, opened a few restaurants with them, went to Dubai. And I think the key is control. So while Famous Brands had the 51% in inverted commas controlling,
you were in charge.
I was in charge.
But they
Dubai, the same story.
You scared them quite a lot. I mean, you don't only scare English people, but you actually did.
I gave them that look.
And the operators at Famous Brands are solid operators.
Solid.
But they were also warned not to mess with you and not to mess with your ethos, weren't they? I mean, Kevin did say this is different.
Yes.
We're not selling hamburgers here. We're not selling
Yeah.
off the counter stuff.
I think it's very important in business for whoever's starting out, either creating a brand or selling a product, to absolutely know the boundaries and the stuff that they're not going to let anyone mess with. And I have been totally unwavering in the last 19 years through all of the expansion. Flamingo Room in Saudi Arabia is franchised, so is Tashas. But we drive that franchisee crazy. The stores in Dubai are owned by myself, my brother, and a local partner. And again, when I went to the UAE, I said, I'm not giving anyone control of my brand. I'm going to control it. So I think retaining a level of ownership and control over something that you've created is really important, because I've seen a lot of South African brands try and make it in Dubai. We've just sold the name, and then after a couple of months they exit those things. They open and close.
Yeah.
So you have to be in control. You need to be a control freak.
And when you went, did you charter a plane, or did you just take over the entire hold of a plane with kitchen sinks and towels and napkins?
I don't know where I thought I was going, because I thought I'm going to the middle of nowhere. In the meantime, Dubai has got whatever you can think of and the best of everything. So Sava and I flew all of our equipment because we thought it was special. Dubai had it. But anyway, we learned it. The first restaurant cost us a lot of money. We also flew a lot of South Africans over.
You went 3 times over budget, didn't you, or something?
I think I went twice over budget.
Twice over budget.
Terrible ROI on the first one. Took us like 6 years to get our money back. And now, the ROI on Natasha is between 2.5 and 3 years. So we've learned. And it'll be the same in the UK. A lot of teething problems.